Hey guys, how we doing tonight? Kenny B here. Let's make sure we're locked and loaded. How we doing tonight? Alright, some nice jazz Sunday, October 25th. Turn the boys in the band down a little bit. Hey. Alright, cool. Hey, Kenny B here. Welcome aboard to another episode and video of Cities and Suburbs. Boy, oh boy, I just got through listening, watching some kind of a game in Foxborough, and oh boy, how the tables have turned. Right? Yes, the Patriots have kind of, I guess. Well, I mean, you think about some of the franchises that. I mean, when's the last time the Jets, they become like the win? I'm going to win against them. I'm going to win, And I don't think the Patriots will ever get back to that. There's been so much investment into the stadium of Foxborough, Patriots Place as this, as a destination point other than just football. We'll get back to that, but guaranteed that whatever happened from the Eagles Super Bowl, Patriots versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl, and the benching of Malcolm Butler last year before Tom Brady actually became the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There was something going on, and he didn't have the weapons. He didn't, it was kind of like I was reading about Mookie Betts. Today, and no matter how much money he had been offered by the Boston Red Sox, he was not going to stay a Boston Red Sox. All right. I'm cool with that. But anyway, the Patriots got their butts kicked. Cam Newton, not the answer. Jason Stidham. To me, both of the quarterbacks today, I've been watching a lot of college football, and man, these guys are just low passes, incomplete, and the whole team seemed dysfunctional. And let me just say this. It could happen this year, and I will say that because it's the crazy world of COVID, right? And if we're speaking about COVID-19, there were 1,000 reported cases in Massachusetts as of Friday the 23rd. 1,000 new cases. It's the highest since May. And it's not just because, people are piling in and watching football and things like that. Everybody's open. We're all out there again. The schools are open. We knew this was going to happen, right? So it's not going to get any better. 77 towns are in the red. Some left the red list this week and went into the medium category, which is, again, 8 cases of COVID per 100,000 people. All right. And I just have to say, I had been tested recently. And it's really difficult. I mean, not difficult, but in terms of haggling with the insurance companies, if you have to pay for a COVID test, you should not have to pay for a COVID test at all. That's an outrage. That should be a right at this point. That should be a right. But making merry. Last night, on the 23rd, actually, Friday night, 8 o'clock on Lifetime, not Hallmark, you'd be surprised, but on Lifetime, there was a great movie filmed it was back in February. It's called Christmas on Ice. It was on a Lifetime. It's about a woman who owns operates an oval rink in a city downtown, and the mayor can't find it in the budget to keep the oval running. Conversely, there's in the story, of course, it's like a Hallmark kind of touchy-feely movie, but it was great. There was the woman who's operating the rink is a former Olympian hopeful skater and also a former hockey player that opens up another training facility across town. So they come together to save the oval. And the oval is in downtown Worcester. And what I am so impressed with this movie, Christmas on Ice, shared all of downtown Worcester, Birch Tree, the city of Worcester itself, in City Hall. It wasn't just one of these, Worcester was not just used in this movie, like American Hustler, or Black Mass, we're just going to use this street, for this scene and we're out of here. There's so many films that are filmed in Worcester. It's incredible. But this one actually featured the Telegram Gazette. I mean, I was actually hoping that Joe Petty would actually play the part of the mayor, but he is the mayor. What's interesting is that the mayor, Greenwood, in this movie, his name was Mayor Greenwood. And obviously Worcester in this movie had a strong mayor, but Mayor Greenwood Street, I think Lifetime really researched Worcester really well. So it was really nice, kind of a Hallmark Lifetime romantic movie and a nice community movie. It was incredible to see that, to hear that, the woman who's defending the oval, the mayor couldn't find the money in a budget, and she was talking about it as a community place and a place of destination for downtown, a city that's trying to really reach more people and build community. So I was really impressed. They actually, everywhere you went, in that movie, you could not see something about Worcester, the heart of Worcester, DCU Center, and they didn't do anything to hide that. So it's a really, really, Worcester, let's get off your butt and promote that for sure. So we were just keeping it Worcester. And there's a lot of movies filmed in Worcester, by the way. There is the HBO, I'm fine, HBO Max, which is filming a Julia Child series on HBO Max, and using Worcester, the old Denholm building. If you walked by that last week, you would have seen like Jordan Marsh and the old Denholm building, just like it were in the 50s to the 60s. So they're filming a movie. It's supposed to be Cambridge, Massachusetts, by the way, which is interesting. Sometimes we are such to be the Boston proper, but anyway, just trying to keep it real here. So there's so many movies shot in Worcester. Talking about the economy, okay? Entertainment. This is from the New York Daily News, okay? And people have been pleading in some pockets in New York, and we all know that. Entertainment, even on the basic level, local restaurants that used to have bands and things like that, gone. There's an outcry in Manhattan because there's the entertainment industry is kind of leaning on Mayor de Blasio and Governor Cuomo that has entertainment become so low on the hierarchical, I can't even say it, hierarchy of social needs. You know, COVID fatigue, sensory deprivation, and New York City is saying, well, this is discriminatory restrictions. Okay, so what's happening is that New York City, you can't live entertainment shows of any kind that includes seating, socially distanced seating, whatever. That's not going to happen. You can't market any kind of entertainment in New York City. You know, if you own a bar, you want Billy Joel to jump up on it and start singing. That's fine because you didn't sell any tickets for that event. But what the artists are saying in Manhattan, and from Charlton to Worcester to Boston, we all know those were important things in our lives. Okay, just like our art museums closing and all these social things that we couldn't do anymore. It's called community. It provides community. So I definitely hear what the entertainment community is saying, and you know, a lot of these industries, particularly the entertainment industries in bigger cities, you know, they're gone, and there's not much we can do about that until we get out of it. So yeah, let's think about Worcester. What are we doing in Worcester, huh? Things are pretty good in Worcester. I mean, HBO Max Julia Child pilot filmed in downtown Worcester. If you had walked by that building, I'm telling you, you would have thought it was 1960 again. There was a teen fatally shot in Worcester. I mean, I'm really concerned because we're hearing a lot more about shootings in Worcester than we ever had before. I'll say, too, there's a lot of stresses out there. But this kid was 17 years old. Park Ave, Wendy's, pronounced dead on the scene. It's about 8:30 on Friday night. And we're also looking at now here's some interesting statistics. I want to leave you with this, and we all should know this. How any infectious diseases affects vulnerable populations. Okay, and so the COVID-19 opened up many locations in poorer communities, and so those communities are showing higher spikes within the Latino and the Black communities. And let's think about that, because a lot of we're talking about people who live in urban cores, if you will. And let me just say that the Latino population is only 21% of Worcester, but represent 38% of COVID cases. Wow. Likewise, Worcester's Black community has represented 22% of the coronavirus, but is only 13% of its population. I could say we can do a lot, and I'm asking Worcester's inner city stores to enforce the mask thing, which you are not. You are not. I go into these stores, and you are not enforcing it at all. So a lot of these stores that I see and go into, because I work in a transitional neighborhood where people walk into the store all the time without a mask in the stores. This is what's happening, man. You know, you gotta look at the numbers, disproportionate numbers. We only represent this much of the population, but 28% of us are You know? Anyway, I'm getting a low battery, guys. I'm going to I'm sorry. I'm going to ditch out on you. Kenny B here from Cities and Suburbs. And we'll see you on the next video. All right, take care. Be safe. Have a great weekend. And a great weekend. We love you. Take care.